Regular gas is $5.99 right now, but with 3 footlongs, you can get it for $5.69. Nice. It's the ultimate Subway combo deal. Hi again, guys. Are you having a good day? I hope so, because I really want to ruin it. It's no secret you guys don't go outside, and to make sure you never do, I'm gonna show you why everything out there sucks, and you should just stay inside and rot on Discord, watching my videos with your friends. Join my server, by the way, discord.gg/Kwite. To do that, we're gonna look at some of the soul-crushing stuff from r/a boring dystopia, where they make you realize you don't need to read a young adult book to imagine the world at its worst. You just have to look around you at the world you've gotten used to and therefore desensitized of. If you enjoy this video, even the whole point is like not enjoying it, there will be this big card at the end that takes you to another one like it. Also, did you know only a fifth of you guys are subscribed with notifications on? That hurts me deeply. The world already hurts us so much, so why are you making it worse for me? Seriously though, if you subscribe and hit the bell, you won't miss an upload, and it would mean a lot. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and you can always undo it later if you change your mind. Bankruptcy, divorce, and liquor, all in one convenient place. I like the way they designed this strip mall because the process even goes left to right, so it's super readable. When one business is done with a customer, they just send them next door to go climb down the next rung on the very sharp and stabby ladder of depression. Live here, walk to Walmart and McDonald's. If you don't live in America, or you do live in a walkable city, you don't understand how much of a banger deal this is. I grew up stuck inside the damn house for like the first decade and a half of my life. Like most suburbs, you have to walk like 45 minutes just to get out of it, and like most people under the age of 12, I couldn't drive. And by the time I was in high school, my idea of a good time was literally just going to Walmart and fucking around in the toy aisle. There's nothing else to do for fun in this country. And you're telling me if I live in one of those sheds, I can walk there? Sign me the hell up. It's like living next to Disney World if Disney World was free. They put shop locks on the sticks of fucking butter. I won't lie, the shape it makes gets me kind of thirsty. Not in a sex way, but in that the lock looks like a nozzle on a jug. I want to find out what the mysterious brick liquid is. My friend had a job interview, but it turned out to be an elaborate parking scam. They make you park in a specific parking structure and charge you like $30 and then give you a 10-minute BS interview, lol. Don't worry guys, the lol at the end of the tweet makes getting robbed hurt a little less. The return on that scheme has to be really small, especially for how many people you need to pull it off. You've got to own the parking building, hire people to play as the fake interviewers and shit. There is so much infrastructure you have to put in place, and after all that, you're only making $30 a person. At this point, you might as well start a real business and conduct real job interviews and just found a startup. Go on Shark Tank, get some investing. This is just too much effort for this point for the little return it will make. Legalize child labor. Children will learn more on the job site than in public school. Most sane libertarian. I agree, actually. All this minimum age to do stuff needs to go. Kids should start gambling younger, and they should be drinking whiskey neats on their 10th birthdays. The government is in our business and just being a bunch of party poopers. They hate having fun. Okay, listen. The public school system needs work. It's failing a lot of people, but putting more kids in sweatshops to make super marked up shoes doesn't seem like the answer to me personally. They've got fucking dental. Minions get better health insurance benefits than I do, which is any at all. I'm a YouTuber, so I have billions of dollars, naturally, so the cost of healthcare isn't really a problem for me. But if you're looking, working for Gru is apparently a good gig if you don't happen to be in my position. The lowest cigarette prices allowed by law. There is some irony in smoking being promoted on a gas station pump roof, considering that's probably the last place you should smoke. I'm just saying, if you don't smoke, that sign might seem depressing, but think about it. If I was a nicotine addict with lungs that look like charcoal, that would make my day. Holy smokes, cheap cigarettes. I gotta check this out. Speaking of epic fuel-related explosions, how about those gas prices, huh? They went up, alright. Paying $44 for 8 gallons of gas while an ad for TikTok plays on the gas station pump's second screen built specifically for ads, and the TikTok is about Top Gun. How to mute those gas station ads. Good to know. It saves me from having a brain hemorrhage whenever I have to hear that shit start playing. Driving past this as soon as I'm on the highway. Christ is the answer. A message brought to you by the United States Plastic Corporation. God's most beautiful creation is truly the microplastic. They are in all our products and our bodies because they were made in His image. The more microplastics you consume and make a part of your flesh, the closer you bring yourself to the Lord. Humans living out their extremely fulfilling lives in the greatest economic system ever created. This is so true. Don't ever forget what you're fighting for. Those fucking commies want to give poor people food and create public transit, but we can't let them destroy our way of life. Remember what you fight for. We want more lanes on the streets. We want our rent to go even higher. We cannot allow them to make multifamily zoning laws. Protect the suburbs. Also found in the subreddit though, I spent 100 hours in the world's poorest country. This reads like a parody. You know how Mr. Beast has that hyper-real kind of thumbnail style that's meant to be super eye-catching? Well, he keeps it relatively clean scenario-wise, like what he uses them for. I think the weirdest situation he's put him in is getting hunted by the military. And then you just got this motherfucker over here looking excited as all hell to be in the world's poorest nation. Look at all these broke-ass kids around me. I've been here for 4 days and they're all still poor. This is fucking crazy. I didn't watch the video. It's probably fine. The thumbnail is just Very funny, you gotta admit. Just got a PR email asking me to write about these new classroom safety pods. I hate everybody. Can you imagine being this PR agent who gets hired to spin this coffin into something neat and cool? I would be crying at my desk asking myself why I got into this field of work, man. Just drinking on the job every day, coping horribly with what I do, so not much different than things are for me now. School was crazy because after PE, you just had to slap your clothes on and carry on your day. WTF? I kind of forgot how weird that whole thing was. Like, you had to bring a change of clothes to do gym class in, and got points taken off your grade if you didn't change. I remember people I knew were always praying that they would get gym as their last class period of the day. That way they could go home right after and wipe the grime off their face instead of having to go another 4 classes covered in grease. McDonald's restaurant. We McStand with Ukraine. They just put Mick before anything, sending McFirearms to the Mick soldiers on the front lines. Their uniforms have the McDonald's arches on them instead of their country's flag or branch of military. It's a nice thought that this local manager probably just wanted to do something showing support for Ukraine, but the phrasing could have used that PR agent to workshop it. Shorts week, only $3. Wait, what? That's right. You can wear dress code appropriate shorts Monday through Friday this week. Just pay $3 a day to your front end team lead before your shift starts to receive your sticker for the day. Wow, what a deal. Sacrifice nearly half an hour's worth of wages so you can not overheat while you do your job. All from wearing something that was apparently already approved in the dress code. I love the idea that they tried to make this like an annual event to get hype over. Like, Shorts Week is coming up, guys. I'm so excited. There's some poor fella who's worked at this place for years, and his favorite time of the year is Shorts Week. He is in love with it. Homie is just absolutely ecstatic to have his wallet pilfered so he can let his thighs hang out. They told me it's a single bedroom with an attached bathroom. Well, it's not technically a lie. The bathroom is attached to the bedroom in the most physically close way possible, by being in the same goddamn spot. You can get this set up for like $2,000 USD a month in Brooklyn. Absolute steal if any of y'all are looking to move out to New York. You better get a move on, they go fast. May I have a plastic bag? It's already inside. Hey, it's included. I'm telling you, God put plastic in fish's bodies for a reason. Jesus caught so many of them to feed that village back in the day because he wanted a fish's naturally occurring plastic to become a part of the human body. Consume more microplastics. It is God's will. Attention, employees of Redacted. Work is not meant to be fun. That's what I tell my editors. I want Nina and Flinders to have as god-awful a time as humanly possible. This is your job. Do not dedicate work time to discussion of non-work topics. Do not facilitate friendships during work hours. Exchange phone numbers and or hang out after work is complete. Reach me at Redacted if a coworker is having non-work discussions on company time. This boss just straight up told him he views the people making the business run as nothing more than meat. And now he wants that meat to report the other meat if they catch each other trying to be more than meat for even a second. This shit gets even better. This is what they used as the graphic at the bottom of the page. Work is not your daycare. Truth. Using a Minion meme is fitting because it's exactly what the person in charge views their employees as. Though, as we've learned, Minions are actually well taken care of by their employer. Lots of good benefits. Here we have a new neighborhood development called Oaks Preserve, where they cut down a fuck ton of oak trees to build the houses. It would be the ultimate cycle of life if they used the trees they cut down to build the houses they're about to sell on the land those trees used to live. Turn that tree's corpse into something useful for once. You couldn't sell it for shit when it was still in the ground and alive. I don't know if life is worth living anymore. Hey, it absolutely is. Who said that? And it's the one thing you have that you can always count on to never leave you. Debt. It is something you can always count on, and you better be able to count pretty high because that debt will probably not be a small number. Elon Musk's dad asked to donate sperms to create new generation of Elons? Report? What the fuck? Who the hell is asking him to do that? The part that really makes my brain feel like it's being bashed into concrete is that not only did it get asked, the old fucker said yes. On being asked whether Errol Musk is up for donating sperms, the 76-year-old said, well, why not? Dude, you better be getting a fat check for whatever weird fetish thing this actually is. The whole enriching the future, guys, has to be a goddamn cover-up. I do not believe it. My family survived our first mass shooting today. Here's what to expect when it hits your town. Every inch of the sentence just makes me hurt a little more as I go on. They said they survived their first mass shooting, like they expect to be in another one sometime soon. And now they're talking about it like it'll inevitably come to your town, like it's a damn thunderstorm or natural disaster. They should just make a book and call it Surviving a Mass Shooting for Dummies with pictures. That version would be perfect for me because I can't read. Aldi steaks now come in a security box 8 times their size because so many are being stolen. They're locking these slabs of meat up like they're the Mona Lisa. You can look at it from all angles, but only through the glass case. If you would like to purchase one piece of fine art, see a store attendant. I remember when they used to only do this type of stuff for game consoles and electronics, but a good steak costs as much as an iPad now, so I guess it makes sense. There have been price increases to the original menu due to the circumstances. We should refer to this period in history simply as the circumstances. I'd like for this to happen too, just to simplify how do we refer to, all of this. But I want what the circumstances are to get more and more vague as time goes on. Like a store will make a decision that seems completely brain dead and unnecessary, story and will say it's because of the circumstances. We here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza are switching out all the traditional forks, knives, and other utensils for replacements made entirely out of toothpicks glued together. This is due to the circumstances. No one has any idea what the circumstances even are anymore, but they just have to assume this weird-ass decision has a good reason behind it. The circumstances could be dire, man. We know what they're talking about. I don't know what the circumstances are, but can you name the last time they've been good? Saw this gem at the airport. 15 minutes of private time in a pod for $10. I've seen these in a lot of different airports I've been to, actually, and the worst part is that I thought to myself, I wonder if it'd be neat to try. Thing is, it's not even really private. Every dude passing by can see you sitting in this glorified porta potty. It's just missing the most important part, the toilet. It's like a vending machine, but for peace and quiet. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up here. I hope I successfully ruined your day. That card I mentioned should be on screen now, and if you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. This has been Kwite, and it's time to look for happiness. I think I'll check the bottom of a bottle first.